We're gonna be playing Yesterday. This is the melody, so we're playing it on the lead pan. We are again in the key of F major, though of course there are some accidentals, meaning notes outside of the key that we're going to play. If you want to familiarize yourself with F major, start on F, skip one, G, skip one, A, cross, B flat, skip one, C, skip one, D, skip one, E, and then back to the octave of F. So most of the notes we're going to be playing are going to be in that key, either in that octave or the octave up. Yesterday has 3 parts, but it's mostly part A and part B, and then part C is the same as part A with a little bit tagged on at the end. So the melody starts with G and F. And so remember, I want you to look at where the notes are tied or where notes are a dotted quarter note in duration or longer, and try and roll those notes. You can even roll some of the quarter notes too. So make sure that you're also kind of practicing your roll. If you want to do a roll warm-up, start really slowly on a note, get faster until you're comfortable with that speed, push a little bit past it, and then slow back down just to warm up your wrists. And try and make sure your wrists and your fingers are doing most of the work, not your elbows, and certainly not your shoulders. So, that warm-up can help you on your rolls in the song and just in general. So after G, F, F, we're gonna do a little 8th note run. You're gonna start at A, B, C sharp, D, E, F. That's on the way up. And then come back down, E, D, D. And if you're thinking about your sticking, try and keep your right hand on the right side of the pan and your left hand on the left side of the pan. Also try and make sure you don't have one hand hit more than 2 notes in a row if you can. That'll kind of make things easier and make sure you can play them at faster speeds. After our kind of run up the scale, now we're going to go back down the scale, starting on D. D, D, C, B flat, A, G. And then we're going to do a little jump. B flat, A. So it's down the scale, D, D, C, B, A, G. Jump back to B flat and end on A. And then we'll kind of end with the last 2 measures. And we're going. That's going to be G, F, A, G, D, F, A, G, F, And so at least roll the end notes of kind of each of those kind of pairings. But you can add some more on the quarter notes if you want. And that is the A section. So I'm trying to put that all together. And you do that twice. If you do that twice, that's the A section. Then you're going into the B section. And again, we're going to start on some rolls. So 2 rolls on the note A, and that's where the B section starts. The B section is also one that kind of repeats itself, but for the B section, there is a different second ending before you lead back into the verse. So after A, D, E, F, D, E, F, E, D, E. And even that D, E, F, those chord notes you can roll if you want. And then D, C, D, A. So this is kind of the first time through the first half of part B, right? D, E, F, E, D, E, D, C, E. The second time, it's the same up to where I'm going to start. So we have A, D, E, F, E, D, E, D, C. And then it changes a little bit. So instead of D, C, D, A, we're going to go D, C, E. And what this measure is written is you're rolling on F for the whole measure, but you're going to add a C, B flat, and A. So one hand is going to stay on F and try and roll that, which is kind of a difficult skill, so it's okay if that doesn't come too easily at the beginning. And then beat 2, one hand on C, beat 3, B flat, B4, A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yesterday. And you start back at the beginning. So it goes A, B, and then you end on C. And for C, it's the same notes at the end, I believe, but they're just spaced out a little bit more. And of course in the song it slows down, there's a retardando, but you won't hear that in the MIDI version. So that is Yesterday, the melody on tenor. Let's see if I can play A, B, just so we can hear it all together, but of course feel free to listen to the MIDI version as well. Just gonna start G, F, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. And again. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. Oops. And then to B. 2, 3, 4. I messed up a couple times in there. But that is how those parts tie together. Any questions, feel free to go to the Google Drive or send me an email if you have them. Rewatch the video, pause it anywhere you need, and best of luck.